The murder mystery genre is associated with the historical era when it was popular. So once kinematography finished toying with it, while catching up on the pre-existing source material of recognized brands that could be adapted for the first time, the genre was forgotten. It had a brief revival when the new mediums of computer games and higher budget soaps took their turns at it, and then there were none. Until Kenneth Branagh got to make his vanity project and saw good return on investment. That's when some studio execs saw that there's money in the genre, and as luck has it, they connected with someone who actually wanted to add their voice to it. Knives Out is a pretty generic, faithful to the archaic structure of the genre murder mystery film. It is exactly what you expect, checking all the checkboxes, but at the same time, it is a new original IP, and it is set in the modern times, refreshing many of the tropes and obstacles with the modern technology and the modern society. It's an enjoyable detective movie which gives out vibes of Radionaut from the same year, but Daniel Craig does a terrible fake accent, which sounds like a total garbaggio, and film grain has to just die already. The first film was successful, so the anticipated sequel has followed. Glass Onion opens alright, despite showing actual magic. Then it goes, until the mystery finally starts at the 1 hour mark, and ends at 1 hour mark. Because it is not a mystery, it's just a guy telling a story, and then the movie ends on a nonsensical pointless garbage. There is no ending, there is no mystery. This is Zoolander. The terrible accent is annoying, the cartoony cinematography is annoying, the characters winking into the camera the entire runtime is very annoying, but still, if the ending wasn't an artificial waste of time and made a lick of sense, the film would have been better. But as it is, there's literally no reason to watch it. Outside the terrible fake accent, the first film was a pleasant murder mystery, riding this wave of quaint, antique murder mystery storytelling niche revival. Together with the two Poirot, it seemed the crap accent too would be also good, and when it wasn't. I do not write down the plot, because it's usually already in the Wikipedia anyway, and after reading what I wrote on Glass Onion, I cannot remember a single thing about it, besides it being bad. On the other hand, forgetting just how bad it was led to me not expecting Wake Up Dead Man 2025 to be terrible, and thankfully it is not. The Yankee misunderstanding of Chekhov's gun makes this a bit too easy to guess, if not in fine detail, but at least the full picture, and do it in the first 10 minutes. The Chekhov's gun is not about revealing the ending in full detail in the first minutes of the story. It's about removing distracting details from the focus, to leave only the things that move the plot forward. The lighting department is trying to have its fun, and it does it too unsubtly. And I mean not just during the climax, but for the entire runtime. Well, it's a decently captivating watch, a big leap up from the previous debacle.